Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're strapping in for a pretty high-speed tour, really, of one of the most dynamic digital spaces out there, TikTok.
Hmm.
And look, we're not talking about the platform you might remember from, say, 3 years ago.
Not at all.
We're unpacking its massive, really multifaceted transformation as we look ahead into 2025.
Yeah, and this deep dive, it's really tailored for you.
Yeah.
Whether you're a creator thinking about monetization or maybe a marketer trying to, understand these shifting demographics.
Or an educator, even.
Exactly, an educator looking for new reach, or maybe you're just scrolling daily and want to know how this incredibly complex system is actually like molding your feed.
Right.
This is your shortcut, your way to get genuinely informed.
And the narrative we really need to set up right away is just how fundamentally different the platform is now. It's matured way beyond, just short form entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to almost set aside that old image of like 30-second dance clips. TikTok's become this infrastructural digital hub.
That's a good way to put it. Infrastructure. And when we talk about that, the first thing really is scale.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at a platform that now consistently serves over 2 billion users globally.
2 billion.
Yeah, but, raw numbers, they only tell part of the story, right? If you look into the source material, the really significant growth isn't just general user acquisition. It's the specific expansion within EduTalk, the educational side,
Right.
and the professional business communities. That tells you the intent has shifted. Users aren't just browsing. They're there to transact, to learn.
And fueling that profound growth, it's this level of hyper-personalization that's, well, it's almost prescient.
It really is.
We're talking about advanced AI much more than just tracking topic preferences. The sources are suggesting it's leveraging cues like, oh, get this, micro-expression analysis.
Like how long your eye lingers on something.
Exactly, on a specific object within a
Oh.
frame. And processing really nuanced behavioral data, like how fast you scroll past something or dwell time on, say, an object in a shop overlay.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And this level of granular tracking means the For You experience isn't just a curated feed anymore. We can genuinely call it a constantly adapting interactive channel. It learns with every millisecond of your input.
Oh.
The platform isn't just guessing what you want next. It's almost preemptively structuring your experience around your current, emotional and cognitive state.
Okay, wait, though. If the feed is that perfectly tailored, doesn't that kind of fracture the experience a bit? I mean, part of the old magic, the FYP magic, was that serendipity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Running into some weird video that totally changes your week, if it's only showing me my perfect educational niche or my perfect entertainment, are we losing that shared cultural moment, that, randomness?
That is a fantastic question, and it's precisely why that interface change was so critical.
Ah, okay.
The sources really highlight this. The developers saw that danger, the filter bubble problem. That's why they brought in those distinct toggleable modes.
They're not hidden in settings.
No.
Mhm.
It's a persistent navigation bar. You can switch instantly. Entertainment, education, shopping, news.
Right there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
By giving these functions separate visual and, importantly, algorithmic spaces, they kept that high-efficiency personalization,
Okay.
but still gave you, the user,
Yeah.
a clear way to jump tracks when you want something new.
Gotcha. So we should really stop thinking of the For You page as just a list. It is, like you said, a fully curated, multimodal TV network, personalized right down to the second.
That's it.
And if we connect that personalization engine to the business side, well, the economic picture gets really interesting.
It really does. Moving into that creator economy piece, the efficiency from that AI network, it has tangible economic results.
Mm-hmm.
Monetization hasn't just improved slightly.
No.
No. One source notes total creator payout saw something like a staggering 40% year-over-year increase.
40%. Wow.
Yeah, pushing the platform towards maybe $10 billion in annual creator compensation. For a lot of people, this isn't just side money anymore.
Right. It's the main gig.
TikTok has really secured its position as the primary platform supporting a huge chunk of the freelance digital economy.
And the tech powering that, the AI-driven creator marketplace. We know it connects brands and creators, but the nuance is key, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's using complex sentiment analysis, predictive modeling. Doesn't just match based on, say, cooking videos.
It goes deeper.
Much deeper. It predicts the success rate of a partnership before the campaign even launches. It does that by analyzing historical engagement patterns between a brand's past content and the creator's very specific audience Microsegments.
That means way less wasted ad spend for brands.
Exactly. And it makes micro-influencers, those with smaller, really focused audiences,
Mhm.
just as valuable, sometimes more valuable, than the megastars. And
Interesting.
this focus on commerce efficiency flows right into the user experience, too. The integration of businesses now, well, it's totally seamless.
Seamless meaning the checkout happens right there. No redirect.
Precisely. You shop directly from live streams, from video overlays, using integrated checkout, pop, pop, done.
Yeah.
But what often gets overlooked is the integration of digital services.
Yeah.
You can now enroll in, pay for micro-credentials, join private subscriber groups, access paid micro-courses,
All without leaving TikTok.
all while staying inside the app environment. There's none of that friction of leaving the platform. It makes impulse buying and, maybe more surprisingly, knowledge acquisition just as effortless.
So the big takeaway here is really powerful. TikTok managed that transition. It went from being a fun, maybe ephemeral creative space
Yeah.
to this meticulously engineered, robust business hub where the content is the commerce.
Spot on.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly to maybe the most amazing development for me, which is this educational content boom, EduTalk. It's not just a hashtag trend anymore. It's become a mainstream educational delivery system. It's proving that this rapid visual knowledge transfer is incredibly effective, incredibly sticky.
The surge is enormous, and the depth of subjects is frankly surprising. We're seeing really high-demand skills being taught through these micro-tutorials.
Like what specifically?
Think complex data science concepts broken down into, 60-second chunks, coding snippets in Python, advanced graphic design using AI tools, even foundational foreign language courses that really leverage that rapid-fire format.
Okay, but let's talk quality, because that's crucial for genuine education.
Fair point.
When content is delivered in such short, sharp bursts, like these history hacks or data tips you see going viral, how do we know the quality isn't being sacrificed just for virality? Do the sources say anything about accuracy checks, or is it still a bit of a Wild West?
That's the critical question, isn't it? The sources suggest that because EduTalk grew into this structured mode, quality control kind of became necessary, driven partly by institutional adoption.
Universities getting involved.
Exactly. They didn't tackle it with, heavy-handed censorship. It seems more like collaborative verification. Universities, accredited institutions, they're partnering with TikTok, not just to reach students, but specifically to co-verify the content of top educational creators.
That's smart. It breaks down old barriers about who gets to teach and where learning happens.
It really does. The platform lends its reach, the institutions lend their credibility.
Makes sense.
And you asked about retention rates, why they're so high. The answer seems to be neurological, not just algorithmic.
Neurological.
Yeah. The short form, highly visual, often narrative-driven content, it's optimized for visual memory cues. It taps into principles, almost like neuro-linguistic programming, delivering these high-impact bursts that the brain processes quickly and stores efficiently.
So better recall than just watching a long lecture video.
Significantly higher recall, according to some studies referenced. Much better than passive long-form viewing.
Fascinating. Okay, but a platform this powerful, this integrated into daily life, it can't operate without external scrutiny. Right?
Absolutely not. The scale, the intimate personalization we've discussed, it makes those ongoing discussions around privacy and data control inevitable, especially looking towards 2025.
And this is where global politics really meets tech. The source material details new standards that go beyond just asking nicely for transparency. We're seeing governments, specifically referencing frameworks maybe similar to the EU's Digital Services Act, the DSA,
Right.
forcing platforms like TikTok to provide really granular, auditable details about their algorithms, about data flow. It's not just what data is collected anymore.
It's how the AI uses it.
Exactly, how it uses it to shape what you see, potentially even shaping political discourse.
And that scrutiny is definitely regionalized. Content regulation varies hugely, dictating not just what's shown, but sometimes where the data physically has to be stored.
So different rules in different places.
Very much so. And this tough environment is actually kind of counterintuitively educating the user base.
Yeah.
It's pushing consumers to become much savvier about their own data privacy, about consent, about managing their digital footprint.
But here's the paradox I see. Despite all this intense scrutiny, the community is still thriving. Trust metrics apparently remain high. Why? If governments are forcing disclosure, that suggests deep concerns. Why aren't users leaving in droves?
It's a great question. The sources seem to suggest it's because TikTok responded pretty effectively. They prioritized transparent updates. They gave users very clear, simplified opt-in features for personalization settings.
Making it easy to understand the controls.
Right. And maybe more importantly, they've invested heavily in things like decentralized regional data hosting
Right.
and putting out clear quarterly transparency reports. Those detailed government requests, content moderation stats.
So users feel like they have some control.
Exactly. They feel they're given the controls even if the underlying tech is, incredibly complex. Trust seems to be built on that feeling of agency.
Okay, that makes sense. So that brings us to the future then. Looking ahead, the immediate road, where's the R&D money going? What's next?
Well, a lot of energy is going into generative AI within the creation tools. Think instant video edits based on prompts, sophisticated sound matching, real-time captioning that's much more accurate.
Making creation even easier.
Definitely. We're also seeing expansion of real-time augmented reality filters, but not just static ones, filters that react dynamically to your physical environment.
Cool.
But maybe the most interesting tech drop, mentioned across a few sources, is the wider integration of what the industry is calling influencer avatars.
Influencer avatars. Okay, let's unpack that. Is this just like a fancy emoji, or are we talking something more substantial?
Oh, much more substantial. Think high-fidelity, photorealistic, AI-driven digital twins of popular creators.
Digital twins. Wow. What do they do?
Several things. Virtual product try-ons in the shopping mode, for instance. Running, say, 247 Q&A sessions with fans using the creator's synthesized voice and persona, even when the real person is offline.
Whoa.
And, significantly for brands, reducing the need for expensive physical production shoots. The avatar can model clothes, use products.
So creators can scale their presence exponentially without scaling their actual time.
Precisely. It's a massive force multiplier for influence.
And, okay, here's where it gets really mind-bending. Connect these avatars, the AR stuff, with the immersive future.
Right.
We're watching TikTok blend further into interactive live streaming, that deeply integrated immersive commerce. And you have to think VR content is coming, right? Fully spatialized VR.
It seems almost inevitable. And if we connect that to the bigger picture, it reinforces the core idea from the sources.
Yeah.
TikTok isn't really a follower in tech trends.
No, it's setting them.
It's the launch pad for global creativity and consumption trends. It's probably going to be one of the very first platforms to fully integrate these future digital shifts, translating its current success in that 2D personalized feed.
Into a 3D personalized environment.
Exactly. A personalized world.
Wow. Okay, this was genuinely a deep dive into what feels like a completely revolutionized
It
platform.
really has changed.
We hit three huge pillars. That dominance of AI hyper-personalization, its solid status now as a robust business and commerce hub, and that undeniable learning boom that's made EdTalk truly mainstream education delivery.
Yeah, and we hope this gave you the context you need to, well, navigate this ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because understanding TikTok now isn't just about understanding an app.
Yeah.
It's understanding how one single service has fundamentally shifted how people learn, how they shop, how they create, really across the entire digital landscape.
We've seen it master the personalized feed on our phones.
Well,
But here's that final provocative thought for you, especially with VR speeding up like the sources mention.
Yep.
If that for you curated experience, that perfectly tailored stream extends into full virtual reality, how will users ever willingly leave a digital world built perfectly around their deepest interests and desires? What does a for you VR network even look like?
that's the big question, isn't it? Keep asking those questions and stay curious. Join us next time for the deep dive.